The story of a hardworking farmer, journey from struggles to success. It is often said that difficulties come not to break us, but to make us stronger. This lesson is learned from the story of a farmer who lived in a small village. His heart was deeply connected to the land, and his life's purpose was to cultivate his 10-acre farm in the best possible way. He grew a unique variety of wheat, which was the hallmark of his village. Every year, when the harvest ripened, his fields would present a beautiful sight of greenery. The villagers would praise the farmer, and he took pride in the hard work of his hands. But then, one year, nature decided to test him. That year proved to be the worst for the village. Long, harsh heat waves scorched the land. The lack of water and the intensity of the sun dried up the farmer's wheat crop. He worked tirelessly, watering the fields and taking care of them, but all his efforts were in vain against the forces of nature. The neighboring farms were lush, and the farmers were busy preparing for harvest. But the farmer's fields lay barren and dry. With each passing day, his despair grew. He thought, "This land, which was once my pride, has now become a symbol of my failure." One day, news spread through the village that a famous merchant from a nearby town had arrived. The merchant was known for his business acumen and cunning. He claimed he wanted to buy the dried-up wheat crop and was ready to offer 200 gold coins in exchange. Upon hearing this, the villagers started laughing. "That merchant is a fool. Who would sell their thriving crops for dried wheat?" But the merchant didn't give up and visited every farm. All the villagers rejected his offer. They were too eager to sell their flourishing crops and considered the dried wheat worthless. Finally, the merchant reached the farmer's field, where the crop had completely withered. The merchant looked at the dry stalks and smiled as he asked the farmer, "Are you willing to sell me your dried wheat?" The farmer asked in astonishment, "These dried stalks are of no use to me. What would you do with them?" The merchant replied, "These will make perfect bedding for my animals, and I'm willing to give you 200 gold coins in exchange." Hearing this, the farmer's eyes lit up. He couldn't believe that what he thought was useless could change his life. "Are you really going to offer that much for them?" the farmer asked. "Yes, absolutely," the merchant replied confidently. The farmer quickly agreed and sold his dried wheat to the merchant. The merchant counted 200 gold coins and handed them over to the farmer. It was at that moment that the farmer realized all his troubles had come to an end. The dried wheat, which he had considered a symbol of failure, had turned into an unexpected blessing. The merchant thanked him and went on his way. The farmer learned a profound truth that day. What we perceive as a loss in life may actually be a hidden blessing. After that day, the farmer stopped worrying about the future. He began to live in the present and realized that every failure could open the door to a new opportunity. Difficulties don't come to break us, but to teach us. Everything in life has a purpose, even the things we think are useless. We should focus on the present and stop worrying about the future. This story isn't just about a farmer, but about every person who faces life's challenges. We must live every moment with hope and patience because sometimes our failures pave the way for our greatest successes. This story is not just about a farmer. It reflects our own lives. Never lose hope, for within the darkness of tomorrow, today's light is hidden. Thank you. For more inspiring stories, subscribe to our channel and start bringing positive change into your life. Smiling face with smiling eyes.